On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Flush to his right. He'll swing this out to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down and 3. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Lance. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the sled.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M21. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. On second down, Mostert.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Mecole Hardman.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 2. They run with Mostert off the option.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Gets this one to use check. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The fullback comes through with a big play there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Lance.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
54, right there, 54 money.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check that guy. 35 tonight. Big stop. Let's go. 535.
To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. This is Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
54.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drop.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Lance going to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Juwan Jennings,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
On first down, Wilson steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. Now Wilson. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 60 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Mostert. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Lance. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 25.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Now Mostert off the read option.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Being chased out left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Lance going to sneak it.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
Mostert will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Carson.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They go back to Carson here on second.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expected it.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the 49ers, they continue to keep